I'm at a commercial business today. You can see behind me we've got some warehouses, and then if I turn around this way, we've got residential homes on the other side of this property here. So this street light here is providing a lot of glare in the residential homes behind. So my task is to come up with some sort of glare shield that we can use to block the glare on the residential side. I don't know the make of the fixture. I brought the bucket truck out here today to determine that. Sometimes they'll sell a glare shield that we can purchase, or I have to get creative and fabricate something that works for the client. So here's the fixture, and here's the part number on the fixture. T1FLED/A150-50. Let me Google that. 150-50. Looks to me like we've got it right here. Mounting, controls, color temperature. I do not see an option for a shield, unfortunately. All right, well, let's cut our templates here. Come up with a plan for making a custom shield. I'm trying to be as precise as I can here. It's a lot of work to pull the bucket truck out, come all the way here just to look at a part number and get some measurements. There's nothing worse than doing all the work and you're a little bit off when you get on site. I lined this side up here on the side with the straight edge, but it looks to me like it's tapered a little bit. But again, this template is kind of just going the extra mile a little bit here because it's really just showing me the profile of the fixture, how it's all going to fit together. Now I've got two nice screws on either side here that I know I can do a nice job of attaching this plate securely. What I'm concerned about is the weight of it, and I want to have the ability of putting a little bit of a shield here on the side, but there's so many different dimensions because it's got a little bit of a lip that protrudes out here, so if I'm not precise, I'm going to end up running into this gap here and it's not going to fit flush. I need to make sure that we know that this is not quite going all the way to the back of the template. I'm going to line that up in the front. I'm going to line that up. Make sure we're lined up here. Pull that tight. And then this is where this should land. Okay. All right. I think I've got everything I need to fabricate these shields. So I'm back at the shop and I think I have a plan for how I'm going to put together these shields. Not sure if it's going to change as we go, but I've put together some materials here that I think will get us at least pretty well started with the project. Okay, so I've got a plan for how I want to make these shields. Here's the template that I took of the fixture head, and here's the piece that I intend to be my starting strip for what I'm going to build my shield around. Nice. I marked on here the hole for where it lines up on the fixture. Now I'm just using some scrap steel. I've got a couple pieces here. I went down to the steel shop down the street and I picked up just a small piece of scrap, a remnant. Cost me $28. And what I intend to do here, I've got this piece of metal, which is going to wrap around the outside here. It's a little bit snug, which I'm okay with. Maybe what I can do, let me try a couple things here and see if I can make that fit just a little more precise. Start with the side that's already hot. There's cherry red, she's already starting to sag a little bit. Take the hammer and see if I can't just Okay, so this is the front of the fixture, so I don't lose my orientation. This is where I had it. Now I want to see if I centered on the hole. I've got about an inch here. That 1 inch spacing should be perfect. Okay, I'm going to mark 1 inch in on each side. Next, I measured from the edge of the shield to the back of the fixture, across the back, and up to the other side for a total of 27 inches. So my shield length needs to be 27 inches before I bend it.
You listen to news, you watch news, you eat news,
Yes.
you go to sleep,
News.
All you need is a new set of tires.
New tires and a paint job.
Paint job's overrated.
I want a sunroof. Woo-wee!
Try that car now.
Somebody owes Dave a coffee. Was this today?
Yeah, my coffee.
Damn it!
So I've already started this project and kind of worked out the kinks in regards to how I want to make this shield. These are the original templates that I took when I was on site with the bucket truck. Ultimately, what I came up with here is the fixture has 2 threads, one on either side, and it's got a louvered vent on the front. So if this is representing the fixture here, this is going to slide over the fixture. There's going to be 2 holes on here that will put bolts into attach to the fixture head. And then the piece here on the bottom that has the louvers on the fixture, we'll put a through bolt that'll attach this bracket here as well. This is the one shield that I've already made. And once this is attached to the fixture, this piece here will slide into the shield, and I'll have a riv nut here, a riv nut on the back, and a riv nut on the other side, and then that'll situate the shield on the fixture. If for some reason we need to manipulate this piece more, make it longer, make it more shallow, instead of having to make the whole thing, we've already got the bracket, we just have to remake the profile of the shield. With the shield fabrication complete, we sent Jason out in the field to install them. We spent a lot more time at the shop on this one than we did in the field, which is a good thing, which means our field installation went quickly and efficiently. And it looks like this is going to block the unwanted glare on the residential side.